Hey guys, Axel Khan from Reaching Excellence, and in this video we'll talk about how to stay motivated as an entrepreneur. Now, if you're new here at Reaching Excellence, one of the things we do is help people break through the upper limits so they can make the impossible possible and reach excellence in both their personal lives and their business. And again, if you don't know me, my background's in entrepreneurship. I've got 30 years experience as an entrepreneur, 20 years in property, the last 5-6 years in M&A, and more recently we've been in the private equity space, and it's a passion of mine to mentor people. Now look, one of the challenges that we see a lot of entrepreneurs have is staying motivated, because let's be honest, entrepreneurship business is hard work. It's not easy. If it was that easy, everyone would be doing it. So how do we keep our motivation up, and how do we keep moving and doing the things we need to do to move the needle in our businesses without getting burnt out, without kind of getting a loss of heart? Well, the first thing you need, and this is based on our signature program called the Code of Reaching Excellence, there's a few things that you need to get things literally moving. The first thing is you need a very clear vision of where you want to be in terms of your life goals as well as your business. So when you've got clarity about where you want to go in terms of life and the life you want to create, then what that does is it gives you the reason why. One of the things we do is we have a process called create a compelling vision, and when your vision is really compelling about what you want to have, you then start to see that your business is not the end goal, it's the vehicle to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. So having a very compelling vision for life, the kind of lifestyle you want to lead, the lifestyle you want to have, where you want to live, where you want to travel, the kind of house you want to live in, the cars, the toys. When you got clarity on that, you can reverse engineer the process to say, this is my reason why. A lot of the guys that come into the academy sometimes want to do it for life, for more personal reasons like relationships and family. When you start to build that picture of what you want and how you want your life to be, it then motivates you to go, this is what I want my business to do in order to make that happen. So you need a clear vision of where you want to be in terms of your personal life, and you also want a very clear, compelling vision about where you want to go with your business. So when you start to think about your business goals and setting business goals, you want business goals that are going to support the lifestyle that you want to have. So that might be a certain level of income, that might be a certain level of time, that might be a certain level of success and achievement. When you get clear on what that is and you can map that out and have the steps and stages to get there, that makes it a lot easier for you to become motivated, because instead of getting up in the morning and seeing a long to-do list and all the things you have to do on a day-to-day basis, it allows you to focus on the bigger picture, the big reason why. When you've got life goals and a compelling vision that are aligned to your personal values, then it's going to make it even more powerful. That's what makes it compelling, because it's your values that drive your behavior. Values are generalized beliefs about things that we hold to be important to us. For some people, that's money, that's time, that's freedom, that's time with loved ones, that's time with kids. If that's your reason why, and you're clear about that, and you link that to your business, it makes it much easier to stay focused. Because the problem that you have is, if you haven't got that clarity and that vision about where you're going to go and what you want to do, you're then reliant on willpower, which is finite. Willpower will only get you so far, but when you've got an alignment and congruency within your mindset about what you want to do, you get up in the morning, you get out of bed because you've got a bigger reason why. It's not the task that you're doing, but it's the means to an end. That task is going to get you to the lifestyle that you want, the income that you want. So the very first step is creating that compelling vision. The second step is to elicit your values. That's to go through a process of understanding what your values are, what's important to you, why they're important to you, and then the hierarchy of what those values are. Because a lot of the time, and I've seen this where I coach people, is they come to me and they go, hey look, these are the things I want to achieve, but I'm not achieving them. When you look deeply and you look closely at what they are, the reason they're not achieving them is because they're not actually important to them. There's other things and other values in their life that are way more important, and it's important that we do things that are aligned to our values, because if we don't, it's like trying to drive a car with one foot on the brake and one foot on the accelerator. You're just not going to get there. You're not going to get to where you need to be, because you're going to be doing something that might be out of alignment for your values. So for example's sake, if family and time with your loved ones is a high value, then working 12, 18-hour days is going to be incongruent with that, and at some level you're going to sabotage yourself. So having that vision, understanding your values is really important. The next step to stay motivated is to have a clear strategic action plan that's customized to you. So when people come into our academy, we get them to go through this process. I do what we call a CEO day with a lot of the guys I work with. They spend a whole day with me, and what we then do is we map out, where's your compelling vision, what do you want your life to be like, what level of income do we require to make that happen, and then what are the strategic action steps that you need to take you from where you are now to where you want to be. And that's very important, because there's really 4 metrics for success. It's having the right mindset, which is what compelling vision does. It gets your mindset and operating system aligned. The next thing is choosing the right strategy or strategies to achieve your business objectives. The next thing is having a bespoke action plan, which is how do you take this and put this into practice given your level of skill, your level of experience, your level of knowledge, and where you're coming from. And then the final part is the skill set. What skill sets do you need to develop in order for you to go out there and be able to execute? Because it's all good and well having an action plan. It's all good and well knowing what to do. One of the biggest challenges that we see entrepreneurs face is the ability to execute. And that's why we've got a model called the 4 phases of execution, which is when you understand that model, you can see what the internal resistance is that stops you from leveling up. So those are my kind of tips on how you keep motivated. The other thing I think is incredibly important is having support. So having support from a tribe or a peer group of like-minded people that are doing the same things is going to keep you on track. If you haven't got the right kind of tribe around you, it's going to hold you back, because if you've got people around you that don't understand what you're doing, your reason why, if it brings up fear in them, they're going to start questioning what you're doing. Why are you doing property? Why are you buying businesses? And then those questions, if you don't know the answers, are going to lead to doubt, and it's going to hamper your progress. Whereas if you're with a peer group that understands what you're doing, why you're doing it, how you're doing it, and they're doing it themselves, those guys are going to lift you up. So having that supportive peer group always makes sense. And the final thing is get yourself a coach or mentor. It doesn't matter where you are, how experienced you are. Even if you've got someone just to hold you accountable, it's going to help you. Like I have a coach. My coach, his business turns over $600 million. He has coaches, and coaches have coaches, and so forth, okay? Because we don't know what we don't know, and we can't see what we can't see. So it's important that we've got the guidance that we need to keep us on track and keep us motivated. The other thing about being part of a peer group as well is when you see other people doing well and celebrating their wins, which is something we do inside of our men's group, it inspires you to then go and do more. If you see someone else who's just got a contract for £1 million, or someone else who's just closed a deal that's a no money down type deferred consideration deal, or someone else who's just got an investor that's invested a couple of mil with them, that inspires you to go, well, if they can do it, I can do it. What is it that they're doing that I haven't done? So getting around that peer group and around people who are movers and shakers and doing things is going to be really important, guys. So those are my tips for keeping yourself motivated. Remember, motivation is much easier when you have alignment in your mindset and you've got those 4 steps. To recap, you want a compelling vision, you want it to be aligned to your core values, you want a step-by-step action plan, and you want a support group that's going to help you to be able to do that. So guys, hope you have found this video useful. Like, subscribe, put your comments and questions below. If you want to learn about more of this stuff and you want our code of Reaching Excellence, you can get that in our free men's group. There'll be a link around this video. Go join, come inside, and we'll give you that for free, and you can actually start putting that into practice. Right guys, I'm going to sign off. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, and bye for now.